8 day of English speaking challenge. This is my 8 day of English speaking challenge. I'm going to talk about parenting style. I'm thinking about what is the best parenting style that I should play to my kid, that I should adopt as a parent. I found a lot of theories and I got confused. So I decided to do a reflection about the parenting style implemented by my parents based on my experience, based on the things that I feel as a doctor point of view. So I got some important point. After doing a reflection, first important point I think validation. If you are parents, please validate your child's feeling. Don't try to ignore your child's feeling or don't try to neglect your kid's feeling because it is the foundation of their mental health in the future. If your child, for example, like tell you, I'm sad, I'm angry, just accept and listen your child's feeling. Don't try to ignore and neglect your child's feeling. And don't try to force them to feel positive when they feel negative. Just pretend to be a counselor or therapist who become a container toward whatever feeling it is. Like, okay, I accept your feeling, I listen, okay. I know it must be sad for you, like that. So it is easier if you apply to yourself first and then try to apply to your kid. And please don't neglect or ignore your child's feeling because child needs to be seen, needs to be understood, and needs to be seen to be accepted. If you accept their feeling, it means that you accept how they are, how they are no matter what. It's really important. And then second important thing, I think we must teach our kid to have a strong boundaries and to be able to raise their voice and say no to people rather than pleasing people or being people pleaser. It's really important. It's also the foundation of mental health in the future. If you become a parent right now, please teach your kid to say no rather than accept silent abuse from people. If they feel not comfortable with someone treatment, teach your kid to raise their voice to say no. If they don't want to share something to their friends, let your kid to not share something. Let your kid to not give something to people. Because if you force your kid to share something to help someone if they don't want, they will be like people pleaser and it's not good for their mental health. Sometimes it's better to teach your kid to be selfish, to keep what they want to keep rather than please someone. If they want to go to the family gathering, it's okay. If they don't want to go in some occasion or event, it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish rather than pleasing people or do something good to get a label a good kid. So you must let your kid to be what they want to be. Don't try to force themselves to do something that they don't want. It's better to have strong boundaries for themselves to grow rather than do something just to get a label a good kid for your kid. And then the next other important thing is also educate your child to have bravery to stand up for themselves. For example, if there is someone who treat unfair, who have unfair behavior to them, they must speak up and they must raise their voice confidently to stand up from themselves. It's really important to have a protection from have to we have to teach our kids to protect themselves, to raise their voice if there is unfair treatment. And the next important part also, we have to teach our kids to have independency. We have to teach our kids to be able to have independent behavior. So don't treat your kid like a baby when they grow up. Teach them to be independent financially, emotionally, mentally, and teach your kid to do to clean house, to do housework, to have life skill, to you know to do a lot of things. And the next important part also, teach your kid to be disciplined, and you know Our kids should have a routine and avoid the distraction. So we must lead by example, avoid the distraction at home, like avoid screen time, avoid television, and unnecessary things. So we must have a routine to do important things, and it's really important to have disciplined character. The next, another important part also, teach your kids to have a minimalist lifestyle. It's really important, you know. I grew up when I grew up where my parents always give me what I want. Like for example, when I was kid, my parents buy me anything, a lot of stuff. Like, okay, dad, moms, I want it, everything I want, I have it. Like the effect from that treatment, I become more impulsive. I could not delay gratification. I could not appreciate the stuff that I have. Like I cannot appreciate the things I have because I have the mindset like, okay, I can get the stuff easily from my parents. Okay, when I lose it, when it's broken, I can get it again, the new one. So it's better to teach your kid the concept of having less is more. So having less is more, like minimalist lifestyle, it will give a good impact to kids. Like your child will have an appreciation toward the stuff they have. They will be focused on what the quality that I should have as a human, what is the value that I should increase to myself rather than thinking about what is the stuff that I should have, what is the things that I should have. So we must teach our kid to have a minimalist lifestyle, having less having less stuff rather than having a lot of stuff. I think it's the most important part. Don't have a lot of stuff in your house. And another thing that's also important is teach your kid to be confident, to have confident to speak their mind, to speak their ideas, their thoughts, their thinking, their feeling. So you must appreciate your child's opinion. Don't blame your child's opinion. It's okay if you have a different opinion with your kid. It doesn't mean that they are wrong. So have a two-ways interaction and also a healthy communication with your kid. Like you listen their opinion, you listen their ideas. They must have confidence to speak their ideas about something, have their own choice. So they must confident to choose the things that they want to do. Not always ask yourself to decide something. It is really important to have confident to decide something. Teach your kid to believe on themselves, to believe on their instinct, believe on their ideas rather than other people. Sometimes it's okay to have different opinion with your kid. So try to have a discussion with your kid. It's okay if you dislike their opinion, but appreciate their opinion. Don't blame their opinion. It's really important to teach your kid to have a confident and good communication skill because it's important to their future, to their um, job, to their future career or their future education. The other important part also, teach your kid to have a strong spirituality. So we must teach our kid to apply the value of our religion about anything in our daily life. It is the foundation of mental health also. And then teach our kid to have emotional intelligence. So we must be calm and react something, and like when we face problems, don't get easily to be angry, don't get easily to be a tantrum, don't get easily to be disappointed or something. So we must teach our kid to have a calm mind, calm behavior, emotional intelligence to face people with different type of character. And another important part, also teach your kid to have a strong and bold character. Like they become confident, they become comfortable with their body, comfortable with their face, with anything. Like have a strong self-love. Teach your kids about self-love. Love their voice, love their self, love anything. And then teach your kid to have um, healthy habits like eat something healthy like real food. Teach your kid to have sleep pattern that is healthy, like sleep early, wake up early, and wake up fajar. And teach your kid to always be grateful, to have a gratitude feeling, like anything that I have is already inside of ourselves. I don't need I don't need external energy to complete myself, like that. And also there are another things that important that we have to teach to our kid, like how to have a good manner or something about psychology, how to treat people, how to treat ourselves, and how to have important habit like exercise or something. I think that's all that the most important lesson that we should play to our kid. The most important part also, teach your kid to increase the value, increase knowledge, increase skill so they can survive in life. There are also another things that I would like to share, but actually that's all enough. I mean, the duration is 14 minutes already. So I think it's too long, and I don't think you watch till the end. So I would like to share another parenting style in another video. I hope you got something from this video. See you on the next video. The most important thing also, we lead by example. Not only we give a lot of advice, give a lot of words, but if we want our kid to have certain value, to have certain behavior, we should give example to ourselves first. Like if we want our child become disciplined, we must become a disciplined parent first. Not always give advice to our child, but we must become discipline to ourselves first. Okay, if I have another story about parenting, I would like to share to you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.